Welcome everyone to British Esports and the brand new season of the Student Champs. Man, I'm so excited to be back here on the British Esports Twitch channel right here on twitch.tv/British Esports. My name is Craftman. I'm joined by a brand new face here on British Esports. It is Boyle Royal. Man, my man, how are you today?
Not too bad, Craft. It was not too bad at all. As you mentioned, the British Esports is getting underway once again for this year. Well, for the university year. Nevertheless, I'm excited to finally get involved. I'm excited to see what these universities and colleges have to offer and really go through this, not long season, but in the sense of we've got plenty of matches for every single game to go on throughout the whole academic year for, let me get this correct, Rocket League, Overwatch 2, League of Legends and VAL for champs. Then there's the Women's Cups, which have, I believe, VAL and, let me get the other game correct as well, or is it just VAL?
You should have had this written down.
I forgot the other game. I had
this
it written
is a great
down. VAL
start
Overwatch
to the
2.
year.
That's the other one. VAL Overwatch 2, and then we also have the Cups, which have Rocket League, Overwatch 2, League of Legends, VAL, Street Fighter 6, and Apex Legends. So there are so many games, so many matches getting covered throughout the whole year, and stuff that is not getting covered on this stream, so you're going to have to get to the British Esports website, get on the social media sites and check that out as well to see everything that's going on, because there is so much to keep up with.
So much to keep up with, but right here on this channel today, right here, right now, is, I mean, we're biased, but this is the best part of the Student Champs every single year. It is, of course, the Rocket League tournament. We're here to get things started. We've got two matches for you. Today we have a little bit later on, we'll have the Tidful Titans taking on RLA Belfast Metropolitan Buffaloes. That's a big mouthful, as you can see. We've got the schedule coming up here. But our first match in just a little bit is going to be the Sunderland Sears against SGS First Shot. But yeah, Student Champs is back. If you don't know what Student Champs is, where the hell have you been for the last few years? Welcome along as well. This is groups of high schools and colleges all around the UK sending their best esports players to play in these tournaments and, you know, get some experience at tournament level, get on stream as well, to be casted by our lovely mugs. But of course, it's all leading down the road through the winter split into the spring split, and all culminates in the LAN finals right at the end of the academic year.
Yeah, there's so much to play for at the end. That LAN final is a very exciting thing for all of these high school college students to get. Anyone actually, not even, ignore the fact that they are high school and college students, anyone wants to get to a LAN if they're playing in esports, and these students getting given the opportunity is a very big push towards their esports career because, you know, like myself, I'm a LAN player, I play better on LAN. Everyone knows this about me. Common thing. My great gameplay excels on LAN, but no, LAN is a stressful time for a lot of players kind of getting involved in the esports scene. It's a different environment. It can also help people excel a lot more, having that crowd around them, having that kind of different setup, different peripherals that they're playing with. They might not be playing with their usual keyboard and mouse, their same chair. All these little minute things that you might not consider really have a massive effect. Even just having lights on you while playing at a LAN can massively change how a player plays.
Absolutely. That's all still to come. We've got a long road to get there to that arena and to the LAN finals towards the end of the year. But right here, right now, this is week number 2. We didn't have a stream last week, but week number 2 is about to be live and kicking here for the Rocket League. We've already had one round of Swiss stage matches. This is how the format is going to be. We've got some Swiss stages, 6 rounds of Swiss in the winter split, and then when we get into the spring split, another round of Swiss, and then it will be into the playoff bracket to determine who gets to LAN. But right now, it is going to be the two teams, or the two matches rather, we have on stream for you today. Feature all four are undefeated teams. That's how Swiss stage works. If you win, you play a winning team. If you lose, you play a losing team. But let's talk about our first match, Boyle, shall we? It is the Sunderland Sears against SGS First Shot. And we were looking back at some of the results for both these teams last week. Do you want to break that all down? Because both teams had a fairly dominant performance.
Sunderland Sears is actually our only team that we're looking at today who didn't 4-0 their opponents. They won their match 4-1. Only conceding in 2 of the games played, getting 15 goals in the whole series, while only conceding 4. SGS, on the other hand, where extremely dominant, to say the least, in their first match against the Reading Ravens, outscoring them 24 goals to 2. And Crafters, I want you to take a little guess here. In their games, how many times do you think that Reading actually scored? Like, how many games?
How many games did they score in?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to read off my sheet because I have the answer right in front of me, but I'm going to say they scored in just the one.
It was 2. They got 2 one-goal games, and the rest they got completely shut out and
So they did.
beat 24 goals to 2 by the end of it. It wasn't fun for Reading Ravens, and I'm sure SGS first shots had a brilliant time, but it should be a little bit harder now, I can only imagine.
Absolutely. Sunderland Sears are a seasoned veteran organisation, school, college in this student champs system.
Yep.
We've seen them here before, but of course the way that all these collegiate and academic leagues work is players will come through, maybe perform, get the name of the school up, but then they end up leaving. And now we've got a couple of brand new players here for both sides as well. And off we go. Best of 7s today. So first to 4 games in Rocket League right here, right now. And then we're underway with Sunderland Sears on the blue side. And it is SGS first shot on the orange. And early on in this one, a couple of aerial attempts attempted already as Star looking to make himself a star performer here. Looking for that shot off the wall early on here, boy.
I think it's a very key thing that you mentioned as well about these, schools and colleges having to rotate players in and out over the years, because players graduate, players kind of move on from schools and colleges and go to different levels of education or leave education as a whole, and it causes schools to have to work in finding new talent a lot and enticing new good talent to come to their schools. With SGS getting the first goal of the game, it's a good start for the team in the orange side. Only 1 minute gone by, and 1-0.
1-0 in favour of SGS first shot. We will get the overlay on at the next game, so don't worry about that. We'll keep you updated with the comings and goings in this game. But of course, best of 7. Long series that these teams have to play. Usually you see in like a Swiss stage or a group stage, you might see it best of 3, potentially best of 5, but long series that they need to play throughout the course of this entire season here, boy.
And the big difference that comes from a best of 7 is both, I guess, in a sense, fatigue for the players, although I don't think they'll really be getting tired out from a best of 7, but also in an actual Swiss stage, it only really gives us more accurate results, better kind of decisive matchups as the later stages come on by, because it'll be based on game differential, it'll be based on series win-loss, and that's all going to matter more when best of 7s come into play. So any game win, even if you lose the series, it's so important for your game differential, for your win percentage and all sorts. So both, no matter what the matchup is, every team's will be fighting to get as many game wins as possible, even if the series is like a lost cause for them.
And it's good confidence to build as well, even if you know you're kind of down and out in a series, getting a couple of goals under your belt, maybe even getting that one game. Gives you a little bit of confidence going into the next one. Of course, like you said, it could turn the tide even if you're in a losing effort. Get you a better matchup in your next part of the Swiss stage. As we see the Sunderland Sears just having a couple of cracks at net, not able to get anything through thus far. It'll be Star again, goal scorer already. In for that top left corner, not quite able to find it. We'll get it over to KN09. Or K number 9? I think that's K number 9, I imagine.
Yeah.
KN09.
We'll go on K number 9. But I don't think they're going to get 9 goals this time around. I'll say that much. They may have got that in their last time, in their last match last week. I don't think they're going to get it this time, but K number 9. Maybe he'll get 9 shots on net. That'll be the goal for him. That's what I'm going to keep an eye on. Can he get to 9 shots on target?
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that for you. 2 shots for K number 9 so far. Some CNR. Corner, I imagine that is.
Yeah.
I think I complain about it every single year, but some and every single broadcast that we do as well, we always seem to get weird names on our broadcast.
I'm going to make the statement now, but we're the second week, the first week of on-stream matches here. These colleges and schools, everything need to do better. They need to teach these students English better and teach them what a vowel is, because they cannot keep getting away with just emitting vowels from their name. Because, or replacing them with X's. If I
was
see
gonna
one
say X is
person
not a vowel, guys.
who's got like an X instead of an E or an A or an I or an O or a U, I'm gonna just make up their name. I don't care what they want to be called. I'm making it up. Until they learn how to use English properly, they're getting made up names.
Wow, spicy start here to this season. From a heated start here from Boy Royal in his Student Champs debut. Hashtag X is not a vowel.
This is
30
important
seconds
to
left.
remember.
They're very important to remember. 30 seconds left here in game number 1, and Sunderland Sears still looking for that breakthrough. They've had a couple of cracks at it and got very, very, very close, and they're starting to break down this defense of SGS first shot, but they've only got about 10 seconds left to find that one punch that they need. They're going to have to go coast to coast here, Boyle, as they bring up this left-hand side. Hot and Spicy will actually just get beaten out there, and he'll have to take it off the back wall. K number 9 will send it to the floor, and it will be the first shot team getting the first shot here in this series.
A good start for the side, but this is the best of 7, as we mentioned, Crafters. There's so much more to go. Sunderland Sears will certainly not be feeling down and out about it. It was a one-goal game, close as can be in Rocket League, so they should not be feeling disheartened. Both of these teams still need to give it their all. They still need to try their absolute hardest for every goal opportunity that they have, but a very good start for the SGS side.
Very much so, and of course, you know, coming off the massive win that they did, like you said, against the Reading Ravens, 5-0, 8-0, 5-1, 6-1, a total of 24 goals to 2. Meanwhile, the Sunderland Sears, they only allowed 4, which doesn't sound like a lot, but they only scored 15, and obviously with no goals so far for themselves in that first game. I think for Sunderland, just get their eye in. They had a couple of good attacking plays there and got really close to sending one into the back of the net, but I think game 2 will be a nice soft reset for them in this series.
They would certainly hope so, and I think both of these teams really showed why they are here right now in this round 2 upper stage and why they are against each other, because they did seem very evenly matched for that game. It is all going to come down to how they can continue in the series and if they can keep up the pace, because that is always going to be the biggest struggle in a best of 7. Can you keep up with your opponent, and can you push them they have to work harder and that you can surpass their ability?
Definitely so. We're just getting the overlay up and ready to go for you, so we'll get, and I think the players should be ready to go in just a little bit. But I mean, I imagine coming out of the kickoff here, I think you're going to see Sunderland Sears bring a lot of attacking pressure. They did so after they conceded that one off the boot of Star. You really saw the Sunderland Sears just flip through position, flip tactics, and just try and go for this goal. But the defense for SGS, is it SGS? I keep saying
SGS,
there's lots of abbreviations.
There's too many acronyms.
There's too many initialisms in Student Champs. Come on, sort it out, lads. I mean, you want more vowels. I want less.
I want more vowels as well, and the name's SGS. Where's the vowels?
SGS.
Where are the vowels at? We need more vowels.
A lot of soft sounds. SGS. Lucky I've got a pop filter on this microphone.
SGS, as Kratos keeps trying to say. Oh, he's still going. But nevertheless, they are 1-0 up in the series.
FGS.
I'm saying S. What are you on? S.
That's what you're saying. FVS.
You can shut your mouth.
Okay, I'll shut my mouth. You talk then.
Cool. 1-0 to the SGS as we get ready for game number 2, and as we have mentioned, it was K number 9, Connor and Star, who were playing incredibly well to find those goals. And Sunderland Sears, although having their chances, and we've seen that in the latter half of the game where they were more on the offensive side, as Crafted mentioned, the defense is strong, and now what Sunderland Sears have to do is find a way to get more creative, get some demos, get some bumps, get some more interesting passes rather than just hitting the ball centre. Make it more confusing for the defenders so they don't know what to do for the save. Yeah, I think
in terms of creativity, they were busting out a couple of creative moves. You saw, I believe it was Yeboya coming off the backboard that were trying to sort of Doomsday Dish style play. But like you said, the defense just seems all over it. I think mainly with these creative plays, you need to pull them off fast. You've got to have that fast pace about you, because if the defense can see them coming, they're going to be able to set themselves up in a way that's, you know, you can have the, you know, the wildest passing plays off the backboard, 1-2-3, 1-2-3, back and forth between each other, and then go for the shot. But if you telegraph that or do it slowly enough, it's going to be intercepted and blocked in the goal line eventually. So you got to up the pace.
You cannot be predictable, and a lot of the time that will come from just playing faster makes it harder to predict. But you can play slowly and still be hard to understand, and that will all come from your teammates going for bumps and demos in people in net and disallowing the defenders to actually be there. They finally get into game number 2. Can be displayed on your screen now with that lovely overlay finally up and working. Fantastic. Game number 2, Crafters, and it's 1-0 Team in Orange.
Lovely brand new overlay for this new season of the Student Champs. Lovely seeing all the little boost meters on the side and actually being able to read it for us. But I digress. Belfast Met are not the team playing right now. They are playing a little bit later. We'll get that changed to SGF's first shot in just a little bit. But yes, Lino, Yeboya, and Hot and Spicy need to come out swinging here, and they get a demo on the goal line, take out Star, the goal scorer from game number 1, but aren't able to capitalize on the man advantage.
Well, Hot and Spicy into centre now. The pass is there to Yeboy, but the shot not to be found. There rolls around that back corner. Lino onto net once again, off the sidewall. Oh, bounce, Star. Good control off to the sidewall. A follow-up attempted pinch from Lindho will not be found, but Hot and Spicy on the other hand, he'll bring it into centre. The bump not going to be connected upon. Connor will get it away. Upfield to K number 9 off the backboard, and K number 9 starts game number 2 for Bayer.
With authority as well. Lovely take and goal from himself there. And a lovely little double tap off the backboard and slams it into the back of the Sunderland Sears net. And still no goals for the Sears so far in this series. But here comes Star. Can he make a second for himself? No, just off the top right corner. But this is a real statement being made by First Shot. You shall not pass Sunderland Sears.
And you shall not make a pass in front of their net either, because every single time it has been intercepted there again by Star, denying the opportunity. Upfield will be K number 9. The 50-50 again, Lindho drops it down. Following that ball, it's Connor. Can't make the connection just yet, but Star, he stays on the attack. He keeps the pressure alive. A demo on Hot and Spicy. Lindho past one. The ball brought into centre for Connor. What can he do with it? A good touch off to the sidewall, into centre, but the shot not found.
Yeah, K number 9 running out of boost just at the last moment there. But still pressure being applied, and Sunderland Sears are really struggling to clear this ball away. Every touch they get on it is followed up by someone from SGS First Shot. There goes K number 9 again. Even though the shot might not be on target, it does put Sunderland Sears in bad positions. And finally the clear comes through from Hot and Spicy. A touch missed by K number 9. And right now, it'll be Sunderland Sears' real first proper attempt at a goal here. And it's bounded round the houses, and yeah, boy, I cannot make the touch.
Star has been taken out by his own teammate, and Lindho gets a bit of possession for it. Not able to do too much with it, the teammate's not in the right position, but Hot and Spicy up to Lindho. They fake each other out perhaps, but K number 9, he is not confused. He knows exactly where that ball is going, and it is right towards his car.
Sustained pressure for the first time really from Sunderland Sears. Nothing too threatening, everything's kind of bouncing in front of net, across the face of the net, and SGS First Shot are having plenty of time to set up and defend this play. We talked about it in the break between games there, but another shot. There's Yeboya off the crossbar. We talked about it in the break, Boyo, about how SGS First Shot just seem to have so much time to get their defense ready.
And that is the biggest issue here from the Sunderland Sears. They are allowing SGS to have so much time. And SGS, although they're playing well with that time, it's not like they've got some speed, extra speed that Sunderland can't get. It's just that Sunderland is allowing them to get into the position, allowing them to actually grab so much boost and be so controlling in that manner. Whereas Sunderland Sears, when they're getting punched in the back line, you see them often struggling with a lack of boost and a lack of good positioning for the clearances. and to take that possession. Here's Starner receiving the pass from his teammate. A shot into centre now will just be awkward for Hot and Spicy. It falls back in, it's K number 9. Ooh. Hits it near post, but not near enough. Bounces away and off it goes. Yeah, boy though, he cannot get it away. The attempt to clear denied once more.
Glancing blows once again from SGS first shot, but Sunderland Sears still looking to go down swinging and off the post. Hot and Spicy couldn't squeeze it in time, and it just rolls round and right back into the blue half of the field. That was Sunderland Sears' huge opportunity to tie this one up at 30 seconds to go. And again, everything just feels so disjointed from the Sunderland Sears. They're popping the ball forward, but no passes. There's one between Hot and Spicy and Linho, excuse me. But nothing will come of it. Last 10 seconds here, Boyle. They got to get something here.
A good pass downfield from Connor. K number 9 off to the side. He's got boost to fall, but the demo from Linho. Connor, he had a prime chance to get a shot onto net, but denied just in time. Linho to the corner now. A chance to bring this game back. Up it will go to the backboard. Star needs a clearance. He will find it. Linho, can he get involved? No, Connor is going to keep it high. It's into the back wall. Ooh. It is still up. That could be a grave mistake if Sunderland can do anything with it. Linho to pass on down. Upfield to Hot and Spicy. Double commit though from the first shot side. The shot goes low. And SGS first shot take game number 2.
I was looking at the boost totals there for Sunderland Sears as that one bounced off that bottom ridge and rolled up the backboard on the blue side. I was thinking, one's out of boost, but 2 can make a play to get this back upfield. They managed it. They just couldn't keep it off the ground at the last moment, and they fall to 0-2 here to the Sunderland Sears as SGS first shot will be the ones taking this 2-0 advantage. And with both with 1-0 games, it feels like it does feel like Sunderland they're in every game, obviously, because it's only 1-0, but it doesn't feel like they have all that many chances.
Oh yeah, and it's been the issue a lot of the time, is that they're just not getting the opportunities onto net, and they're just getting beat to the ball. It's as simple as that. They're not playing fast enough to actually create chances. They get to the midfield and they might win a few 50s, but they've won a 50 and the SGS players are already back at net. They've already rotated round. It's disallowing the chances for Sunderland Sears to make opportunities, and they're getting punished because of it. Still yet to score a goal in this series. 1-0 in both game 1 and game number 2. And Sunderland Sears on the early attack. Can't find anything just yet, although very, very close. But down the other end, the counter-attack is just as close to being dangerous.
Oh, if that ended up as a goal for SGS, first shot off the counter-attack right off the bat, that would have been a huge blow. And they might even concede right here in the first 30 seconds off the post. Just barely. SGS first shot will keep this ball in their own possession, but in the Sunderland Sears half. And you can see these passes. Bang goes the dynamite. Connor Arrell. What a passing play for first shot.
Mr. Connor Rocket League with a full stop at the end. He has shut up everyone in Sunderland Sears. He has ended all conversations if they have a chance at the start of this game. 1-0 for SGS first shot. Only 30 seconds needed. And the Sunderland Sears, they have got to work hard because this is going to be a struggle for them.
To concede one goal in every game so far and have that one goal be the winning goal, it's got to be a blow for Sunderland Sears. I suppose I would say the benefit of it here, at least in game number 3, is it's happened within the first minute. They've got plenty of time to bring it back, but as far as I remember as well, Boyle, the first goal for SGS first shot in the other 2 games came relatively early on in both those games. That Sunderland Sears have had plenty of time to bring this deficit back to even.
I don't know if it was exactly the first minute, but it was at least within the first half of the game in both times. I think even before the first minute and a half of the game. So they've had plenty of time every single game, as you mentioned. They've just not done anything with it, because SGS first shot, they are very good at holding their lead and they're not pushing too hard. They don't need to work any harder because they're doing enough as is. That's a big mistake in the defensive line from Sunderland Sears. 2 whiffs that really should not be getting made, and K number 9 gets goal number 2.
First time we've had more than one goal in this in a game in this series. Thanks, mate. Shogun's crying. 2-0 to SGS first shot, and it does feel like the tide is, I know the tide has been flowing their way the entire time, but dams are seemingly about to burst. Unless the Seers can just get some to the ball again there. You see K number 9 just beating his man to the ball and taking it away from him, giving first shot that chance to go downfield. But look at that lovely little passing play to Hot and Spicy. Can your boy finish it off? No, he can't.
Save.
Great save.
Hot and Spicy on the net once more. It will bounce off the post and away it will go. The best chance yet for the Sunderland Seers, but the woodwork will so fiercely deny. Upfield, Hot and Spicy sends it off to the ceiling. Here comes the Linho. 2 touches are great, but the follow-up not so much. Here comes your boy, but beaten to the ball once more. Half the game left to go for game number 3. If SGS first shot can win it, they'll head to match point. It is looking good to be the case. On the line, saved by Linho. The deep end can't get it clear just yet. Finally, away it will go, but very swiftly it'll be sent straight back into centre by K number 9.
Look at the rotation there from first shot as the ball came up the field from Seers. They thought they might have a free run at goal, but no, one person from SGS first shot is all the way back to be the janitor, clean everything up at the back. His star air dribbles from his own end of the field. Just barely misses as Linho will get the save, but right back into the mix of K number 9.
This is a lot more dominant now from SGS first shot. The first 2 games were nice and easy for them, nice and clean, but this is becoming domination. 2 minutes to go now, and SGS first shot, they show no signs of slowing down.
I think they feel hard done by allowing 2 goals last week. They don't want to allow any goals, but they're going to be tarnished for now as Sunderland Seers finally get something on the board, and it comes off this kickoff.
They'll be very, very happy to get one on the board. A change of momentum perhaps, but if not, at least a confidence booster. They have finally scored one against this team, so that means that they can score more. They know that they are good enough to score against them now. All they've got to do this game is do it 2 more times and we'll get an overtime.
Well, they can't really do it off the kickoff every time because the kickoff has been and gone. They've got to do it from more open play. As one misses on the left-hand side from first shot, but it's straight into the hands of K number 9. Star follows up and not able to get that one on target. I think that one was going wide anyway, but Hot and Spicy credited with the save. But yeah, it's all down to Sunderland Seers. How quickly can they shift the tide now? Can they get the shift of momentum? But what a play there from Star. You think, like, it feels like every time I've seen Star with the ball in his hands, it feels like he's going to score every time.
He is looking very good at the moment. And the defense from Sunderland Seers is being put to the utmost test. Some defensive mistakes being made recently, but not going to be punished just yet. And it rolls on him to centre once more. It's K number 9, hits it high. But your boy, the pass is there to Linho. He'll get it past one off the backboard. What can he do? He doesn't have the boost to follow. The shot is weak. It's giving it up. K number 9. He sends it long. Hot and Spicy will narrowly avoid the bump, but the pressure will persist. Corner onto net, saved by Hot and Spicy, but Linho cannot get this ball away. Out of nowhere, SGS has sent everything towards the Sunderland net. They will not get a goal out of it, but they will put fear into the Sunderland side.
But yeah, that was a brilliant air dribble from your boy. Just didn't have the boost to finish it off, but even then, the boost starving from SGS first shot has really put Sunderland Seers in a tough spot, and that's a really tough bounce to take. As you thought it might be under control from Sunderland Seers, it just heads backwards. In the final 10 seconds, 2 to score to send it to overtime. I don't think it's going to happen, Boyle. We're going to end up on match point for a first shot, and they're going to have 4 cracks at the whip here as they take down the Sunderland Seers 3-1 here in game number 3.
The first goal scored for the Sunderland Seers, and the 5th goal scored for the SGS first shot side. They are not slowing down in the goal scoring department. We see there, they think it's a best of 5. They're already gone. They're going to have to learn the rules of this tournament because they've got to come back for one more game.
Come on, back in the lobby, everyone. Come on, we got one more, at least one more. Sorry to play out here.
Yeah, at least one more of them.
Hang on. Here's this. Is this cope or is it going to be big brain play here? SGS first shot already think they've won the series. That allows Sunderland Seers to have the mental advantage to think, aha, we've got them on the ropes. They thought it was all over, but here we come. We're gonna reverse sweep this best of 7. Is that cope?
I would say it's cope, mainly because the Sunderland players also left, so they also think they've lost already. So
I don't
they're
know if
already
we were saying GGs. We couldn't see that at all. But
yeah.
I mean, hey, we'll get them back in the lobby post haste, and we'll let you know when they get back in and are ready to go. But yeah, SGS just have no signs of slowing down whatsoever. They seem like out of the two teams here, they seem like the more complete one, but for me, the two star players on that team are Star and K number 9. They seem to be going for these infield passing plays. Even Connor, Connor's getting involved as well. Don't count him out as well. All three of them have really been a solid offensive unit.
Yeah, so Star and K number 9 have been the offensive powerhouse of that team, and Connor, he's doing his job rounding out the defense and kind of facilitating that play in the midfield. He doesn't have to do as much on offense, not because he's not good enough to, because his teammates are doing that work. He's got a different role, and it's good to see a team who knows how to kind of play within their roles and has those kind of boundaries already set, because it will cause for great improvement.
Game number 4. Sunderland Sears have to have this one to stay in it. Otherwise they drop to 1-1 in the Swiss stage. First shot will be heading to 2-0 if they can clear this one, or square this one away in the next 4 games. Lindholm dribbling from their own side of the field. Here comes Connor with the interception, and your point again, Boyo, you brought it up in game number 1. It just feels like first shot are always first to the ball. They have the speed advantage and are really just reading everything that Sunderland Sears are doing. That's a lovely little doink to set up Star. Over to K number 9 and can't quite get the shot off as your boy gets the save.
I'm probably going to send that one out to the corner. Hot and Spicy in position to make a play, but Star, he's just so quick, he's already back. Hot and Spicy does a turn on it, but he beats the ball once again. Star doesn't have to do much here, just disrupt the play and allow his teammates to get back involved. That's exactly what he's done. Now up as K number 9 can't make the connection, but Star waits on back, it falls into centre. And another attempt going to be cleared away. K number 9. Touch pass one off to the side, it will bounce. Anyone in centre to get a touch on it other than K number 9? No. He'll be quick onto the approach. And I find this might just be the longest that SGS would win of outscoring a goal. Not to, criticise him in any way, just to say that it's been so quick every other game that I'm surprised it's taken this long.
You might have put the Ziggy onto Sunderland Sears as they are knocking hard on this Sunderland Sears defensive door. Still, they are not allowed to come in and make some tea. They're going to have to stand out in the cold for a little bit longer, but it does give Sunderland Sears the mental fortitude to know, okay, we don't have to chase this game. We're still in control. It's still tied at 0-0, but here comes the shot from K number 9. Your boy gets the save. He's been a rocking defense this entire series for the most part. Lindholm to clear out. Hot and Spicy looking to get to that ball, but again, Star just reads the play and knows exactly where he needs to go to get to the ball first.
I mean, if you want a little bit of copium, I guess. Well, never mind, it's already gone. That copium is now gone. I was going to say that Sunderland Sears the last team to score in this series, but SJS first shot have got to go finally, just after the halfway mark. The defense from Sunderland Sears, although done a really good job for quite some time, it finally faltered, and a goal was found for the Orton side.
And once again, the Sears have to chase this one. 2.5 minutes gone, 2.5 to go, and it might be 2-0 if that one just didn't trickle out. Psionics, please. Says K number 9 as that one comes right out around and jiggles around the net. But not to be. Shot now from the midfield line from your boy. First shot just about ready for that, or I don't think they were ready for that. They just threw as much defensive power as they could at that, and they do get the stop, and they get the counter-attacking goal as well.
There's an overcommit from the Sunderland Sears. Star with a nice little redirect onto net. No one is going to make it back in time, and are out of position that badly. 2-0 to the SGS side. And the Sunderland Sears, at this stage, I actually want them to overcommit. I want them to be pushing up hard and just going all out. You've already conceded plenty. You're already 2 goals down in game 4, match point against you. If they want any chance at winning this game or bringing this series back in any way, they've got to go all out attack for this game and just try and mount a comeback. And if they get scored on 5 more times, they get scored on 5 more times, that happens. But they're not going to win playing in defense.
Exactly. I mean, what have you got to lose at this point? You're 4 match points down, 2-0 down with a minute and a half left, and that one, oh, that is just a kick in the nards. Lindho, the best opportunity for Sunderland Sears this game 4, and it's taken away right at the goal line.
2-0, 1 minute to go. The clock keeps on ticking, and the Sunderland Sears chances seem to be diminishing. Lindho sends it high off the ceiling, it will bounce off to the side to Yeah Boy, but shot out great by K number 9. Connor to rush off to the side wall, now hot and spicy for Yeah Boy, but the connection, he's nowhere near making that one. Star, he's going to follow that up. He's got great control of his car, he's got great precision, he's brought it into centre now. Yeah Boy, demoed by Connor. The chances, they're nowhere to be seen.
Opportunity there as it bounces out of the corner, but the third man from Sunderland Sears was just nowhere to be found. Like you said, they just seem to be playing defense even though they're 2 goals down. What good is that going to do you in the last 20 seconds? Hot and spicy, oh, just misses off the wall, and I think that is just going to about do it. You needed to score in that play if you were Sunderland Sears, but you've just given the ball right back to SGS First Shot, who have been running complete roughshod over Sunderland today. It wasn't their day, but the day belongs to SGS First Shot. What a dominating performance, and they'll get a third to say goodbye.
They couldn't end the game at a 2-0. They had to go and score another. It was a wide open net for Sunderland Sears. I'm not going to criticise them for it. It's exactly what I wanted to see from them.
Yeah.
They just couldn't find that closing shot. 2 seconds left. The game is already over. SGS First Shot will head to the upper stage of round number 3, winning their series 4-0. A sweep almost perfect. Only 1 goal conceded.
Only 1 conceded. They conceded 2 last week. Maybe next week they'll concede nothing at all,
concede
and
0,
that'll be
that's it.
Yeah, that'll be them for the rest of the season. But yeah, not to say that the Sears played all that badly. I think it's just the kind of matchup that they came against. I think they were just outmatched in their performance. They played well in defense in some aspects, but like you said, it's just the guts and the gumption to come forward, and just really the bravery to put those shots on, come out of net a little bit more, be a little bit more aggressive when it calls for it. There are times to play passive, and Sunderland Sears, that passive game and the sort of rotations that they had, it will serve them well when the moment calls for it. But in that situation where you're three games down, 2 goals down, you've got to just absolutely go for it. And yeah, it's only week 2 as well, boy. You've got to learn these players. Maybe they've not played with each other for all that long, but the chemistry will build over time, I imagine.
Oh, 1000%. They've got chemistry to build and plenty of time to do so. There's so many weeks of the student champs to get played, so I'm sure we'll see them in the future playing at an even higher level as time goes on. But a great win for SGS. They'll be feeling very good about that. Not conceding a single game yet, Crafters. We'll have to keep an eye and see how they do in week 3, because it's going to be very exciting.
Absolutely. But shifting focus right now, we are going to be seeing the Tidful Titans taking on RLA Belfast Metropolitan Buffaloes. That is not a succinct team name. We'll get that set up for you in just a short bit. Back in a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to British Esports and our first broadcast this season of the National Student Champs. My name's Craftman, that's Boy Royal. We're here for the Rocket League this week. If you're just joining us a little bit late, you've just missed the Sunderland Seers taking on SGS First Shot, and First Shot taking them out 4-0 in a very dominating performance from the SGS side. But we'll be moving in to our next game, Boyo. That is the Tidful Titans taking on the Belfast Metropolitan Buffaloes.
The Tidful Titans versus the Belfast Metropolitan Buffaloes is a match that I was excited for when looking at the matchups earlier on. Mainly just because I've seen that Tidful Titans dominated their last series, winning a 10-2 in their fourth game last time. We're not sure of the score for the Belfast side because they haven't been, unless they have went 1-0 every single game, which is entirely possible.
Unless they literally got the shogi sweep, the 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. We can't verify that for sure, but it was a sweep for them over the BCS Bears. Sorry, go on.
But I am excited to see how these two teams do. Tidful Titans coming in 4-0, same for the Belfast Met Buffaloes, so no games lost for either teams just yet, unlike we saw earlier with Sunderland Seers dropping just one in the previous week. Both of these teams are so far undefeated, so one of them will have to, of course, change that and take at least one game loss under their belt.
Yeah, we'll see how both these teams get on, and if you want to get some more Rocket League action as well, if you've got two screens, you get one game here and one game there. If you want another game, head over to twitch.tv/British Esports 2. Yep. The number 2, not the TWO, it's the number 2.
The number 2. Numbers.
2 be that way for you. Robin's Esports are taking on Wilmington in the Student Champs Open, the lower division there. So, and the guys in the cast there, they're in a lovely little studio there with all the fancy graphics. We're just stuck in our bedrooms as usual.
Stuck in lovely Glasgow and close to Glasgow.
Oh yes, and it's freezing cold in here.
Yeah.
Freezing cold here up in Glasgow, but the Rocket League action is certainly heating up here on British Esports. So get yourself over to twitch.tv/British Esports 2 to keep an eye on that series as well, while this one is going on as well. But yeah, like you said, Tidful, a huge victory over the LIL Esport. Lil Esport? They're listed as French for some reason.
Yeah, I was confused about that when I saw it earlier.
I think they might be a French division, or sorry, a UK division of a French school. I looked at their school name earlier on, and it did look very en français. Let me have a look. See if I can find it here. Because I just wanted to double check because they show up as French for some reason. Yeah, here we go. LIL Esport.
I'm very curious about it as well.
It's Lycée International de Londres is what LIL stands for.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Exactly. It was right at the tip of my tongue. I
was going to say that as well. Yeah, ready to say that one. But no, I'm excited as well because this is a match of Wales versus Northern Ireland. So. No England, yuck. And no Scotland, oh no. We have Wales versus Northern Ireland coming in for our second match of the day.
Big fan of Ireland and Northern Ireland. Up the Irish, there we go.
Wales, not the Wales though, no.
Wales, nah, it rains all the time. It rains more than Scotland. I'll tell you that. I've only been to Wales twice in my life, actually.
I've never been.
Once when I was quite young, we went on a caravan holiday to like North Wales, and it rained like we were meant to be there for a week, and it rained like torrential rain the entire time. I think we left after a day, maybe two, and went to some other caravan park in England. So that was my first experience of Wales, and it didn't leave a good first impression. But I went to Cardiff last year, and that was lovely. Love Cardiff.
I mean, I've not been to either. I've not been to Wales or Northern Ireland. So
well. Sucks to be you.
The winner of this
is the Tidful Titans taking on the Belfast Buffaloes here, and our second series of the day, best of 7 once again. Winner goes to 2-0 in the Swiss stage. Loser heads to 1-1, but it will be Elite Johnny to open up the scoring here for the Belfast Buffaloes.
Belfast Buffaloes have found the first with Elite Johnny. We have Elite Johnny. Oh, well, as we were talking about for Wales, unfortunately it isn't the side of the Northern Ireland team, Rainey. And
appropriate.
The other person I'm not going to give the time of day to try and pronounce, because he took that whole bill thing a bit too seriously. And remember, 3 bills in a row with a number at the end. What that means in any world, I do not know. So you can figure that one out.
Oh wait. Yeah, it's away. You just say away.
Over on.
It's like, all right, mate. It's like, all right, mate. It's like, oi, mate. How you doing?
Over on the Titfield team, we have Cyrox, Lucky, and Yu. Why did he have to have... I mean, Yu's fine, actually. You know what? I take it back. Well, it's not going to be you getting the goal. It's going to be Elite Johnny instead. Elite Johnny 096 to give him his full, beautiful title. The Belfast Met Buffaloes make it to 2-0 up in game number 1.
2-0 right out of the bat, and like we said, we don't know the score for sure between them and the BSC Bears, but like we said, it was a 4-0 sweep nonetheless. Just don't know all the intricacies of how many goals were scored or anything like that. Nevertheless, they're out here swinging and firing on all cylinders as Elite Johnny looking for a hat-trick straight off the bat here in the first minute. And it's the Titfield Titans, a name that's popped up a lot in student champs in the previous years. And Belfast Buffaloes are really dominating so far, as Elite Johnny seems to be the high flyer right now, coming up with most of the opportunities so far.
Yeah, looks like the star of the team just so far, but of course that could very easily change. What is hoping to be changed for the Titfield Titans to get something on the board. With Cyro taking it around the corner. Had a passing opportunity here, but Elite Johnny is just throwing himself at that ball. Twice he went for the 50-50, and twice it has worked out favourably. The ball still lingered in front of net, and Cyro off the backboard, he could get a pass in the centre, but the flick reset is not ideal. The shot and the pass will not be found.
There was a moment there, Elite Johnny was a little bit taken back as Yu came off the wall. And maybe a strategic miss there, fakes out Johnny and forced him into an awkward situation. Let the Titfield Titans have a crack at net, but nevertheless they overcommit, and Belfast will take a 3-goal lead.
3-0. The side of the Belfast team. Half the game has still not even gone by, and it's a dominant performance for that orange side. Once again, the orange side is having all the goals come their way.
Yeah, maybe it's a benefit to be on the orange side today. Although saying that, looking at the logos in the overlay, shouldn't they be the other way around?
Yeah, definitely.
The Buffaloes have a blue logo. The Titans have a sort of red logo. So surely it should be the other way around. Come on, ref.
We don't care about your colours here. With half the game gone on
by.
by.
We're not calling you out, producer. It's nothing to do.
No, I am.
Sorry,
do it right.
Sorry, okay, all right. Okay, boy. You tell our lovely
Me and Crafters approve this message.
So far.
But it rolls on around the corner. It's all been the side of the orange team. The Belfast side, they are unchallenged in the defensive half so far. The Titans, though, looking to try and make some damage. Upfield it will be sent to the back wall, not much to be done. Elite Johnny shut down for just a moment, but he's in position to make a play. He's already got 2 goals to his name. He's looking for number 3. Denied for just a moment. Here comes Cairo. Here comes you. Neither can find a touch, but Lucky taking that ball upfield, beaten to it for just a moment. Any teammates to help him out? No one to be found. It is just Elite Johnny once again taking full control of this ball and full control of the game.
Yeah, it's really loose touches from the Titans in the Belfast half. Just slamming it into the corner, and then there's no follow-up, and then you give a player like Elite Johnny the space to work with. He dribbles it all the way downfield and gives it to his mate. Oh, hi, 8! It's BMC 4-0 up.
Well, they don't know what they're going to be stopping anytime soon. Away is going to be his name for the day. He scored a goal. I hate that he scored one because I had to say his name. But 4-0 for the Belfast side, and a minute 20 left to go. It is not looking good for the Titans in game number 1, I'll say that.
He's just heard you. He knows that you have to say his name if he scores, so he's going to score at every opportunity. Nevertheless, yeah, this has been a good performance here in game number 1 so far from the Buffaloes from Belfast. Titfield Titans just really haven't got a grip at all in this series, in this game so far. It just feels very disjointed already. I know we're only in game 1. There might still be warming up. Give them time to develop. But in competitions like this, you've got to come out swinging right from the gate. And it's exactly what Belfast Buffaloes have done. And with 4-0 on the board, it's a statement victory here for the rest of the series.
Well, Johnny being upfield in position, he had no boost in the tank, so he can't do much with it. The Tidfield Titan have done a good job here at actually disallowing much boost to come the way of the Belfast side, but even with a lack of boost, they're still able to get that clearance out. Now they've recuperated, now they've got plenty, and now they're in a position where they're just going to deny every chance, run their clock down, and they've already secured game 1 at this stage, but just disallow any goal to come on by.
The thing you got to watch for in the Belfast side is maybe complacency setting in a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a double commit there. I know they're 4-0 up, and it was like 30 seconds left before the end of the game. They weren't going to end up losing the game from that play. But just watch in case they get maybe a couple of games ahead. Players, I don't imagine Elite Johnny seems locked in, and he seems on top of his game right now. But Rainy and 08, I'm just watch them. I'm interested to see how they handle the you wouldn't say pressure, but the responsibility of being up in the series.
And Elite Johnny, I didn't get the exact numbers there, but it was close enough to having almost the same amount of points as the whole of the blue team combined. He had 850-ish, and they had about a combined total of 800 to 900. I don't know the exact number, I didn't see it in time, but he did excel in that regard. Thank you.
I'm doing the math for you right now because it's in our Discord. Elite Johnny had 812 points. Combined, the blue team had 727.
Oh, okay, I got the blue team numbers wrong. So yeah, Elite Johnny was unmatched, to say the least, in that last game. He'll certainly be looking to do the same thing again. Really hitting that one out to the corner when you're not getting the touch. It's down a dangerous position. Elite Johnny sends it high. Rainy is already up for it, but so too is you. He got a slight touch off to the corner, and you lands well, but cannot get the bump on Luxy. Upfield, a good attacking opportunity for the Titans, but he waits, and he clears. Easy done for him.
Tidfield, I think, like you said, Luxy, pardon me, just coming forward there. There was no option for Luxy to pass there. Just trying to make a play happen on his own, just like Johnny is, as he intercepts that one and almost sticks it in the back of the net.
Everyone's whiffing!
To give Belfast the lead. Everyone just whiffs on the goal line. No one wants to touch this ball. It's all hot potato. But yeah, Luxy and the Tidfield Titans, you see a little bit more teamwork, and you want to communicate as a team, know the plays you're going for, and come downfield together, give each other options to get past this relentless offense of Belfast.
Elite Johnny will find it past one. You can't get the touch. Away into centre. Save well by Cairo. Backfield it will go. Rainy, great control. Off to the corner. He'll win it past one. He's looking for a pass into centre. The pass will be made to Elite Johnny, intercepted by Cairo. He's in a position to cause some damage. Can he find a pass off to any teammates? No, it is just Elite Johnny in control. Luxury finally makes it to the party, but it's too little too late. The defense is in great positions, and the offense is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, all Belfast had to do was just sit back, relax, and let the ball come to them. No cohesion so far from the Tidfield Titans as they march upfield once more. The thing you got to be wary of on the Buffaloes side as well, you can't let this become the Elite Johnny show. Yes, he's performed at a very high level, probably the best player on the field right now. You can't have your offense go through one person. If the Tidfield Titans figure that out and take Johnny completely out of the equation and force Rainy and 08 to step up to the plate, that's where the Tidfield Titans could come into play here.
Well, a close game too for the Tidfield Titans and the Belfast met Buffaloes, but 08 had very quickly turned the tide and found the first goal of the game. Half the time has gone on by, and he had outclassed all defenders and got the first goal on the board.
I mean, I'm just proven right there, am I? I was literally just talking about trying to see Rainy and 08 step up to the plate. What does 08 do? He just does an amazing solo play, batters through the defense of Tidfield Titans like a battering ram, and takes on all comers as Elite Johnny tries to take out everyone on the corner there of the Tidfield Titan line. No goal will come of it, and it will be into the hands of Luxade coming up forward to try and get something going here in game number 2. Cryox tips that one high into the corner, tries to follow up himself. Out to Luxade, but what a block there from 08.
That is a great bit of defensive work from 08. And now the Titans back in their own half. The Belfast Met Buffaloes are punishing to a high degree. The ball falls back, but with plenty of time on it, Rainey just sends it out to the side. Elite Johnny is fighting for a little bit of possession. He will finally find it. A pass at centre for Rainey. Shot down, but away. Oh, it's a big blunder. A massive mistake in defence. It should never have been a goal, but the Tideful Titans get one on the board.
Yeah, Rainey just a little bit too over-ambitious there. Takes himself out of possession. And he turns back, expecting Johnny to, or expected Johnny to hit that into a defender. He does. But it's straight past Away, who had to be the cleanup man and stop it. He was the man there to stop that from happening, and he just completely whiffs on the play. Gives the Tideful Titans their first goal of this series.
Off the corner it will go. Elite Johnny into centre. Pass one. Is anyone there to receive it? Away is up, but the shot not found. That is optimistic from Elite Johnny just there. He leaves his teammates in an awkward position, but Rainey recovers well, gets the save. Now, Elite Johnny is starting to stress me out a little bit. He may be getting a little bit too overconfident. He done so well in game 1. He now thinks he has to do it all, and I'm seeing a lot of overcommits in him getting out of position. Something that he has to clean up because he cannot leave all the onus on his teammates to do everything in the back line. Ooh, Rainey, good catch, but awkward still for just a moment. 08 tries to get the 50-50 win. Elite Johnny will rise at high. The touch is weak. Nothing to be done about it.
Here comes Cryox. Kind of quiet here, but he comes through with a bang. Shouts it from the top of the mountain. I am here in this series. What an awakening here for Cryox as he just forces two for Belfast to matrix round the ball like an aerial show. And the Tideful Titans have the lead.
The Tideful Titans bounce back well after that 4-0 defeat. And Luxy secures that lead even further, making it 3-1 against the Belfast Met Buffaloes.
Oh, when the rains it pours for Belfast. And it's the heavens have certainly opened here. And the Tideful Titans are raining down. Now into the last 30 seconds of this game. If you're Belfast and want to keep this in your advantage, keep the series score your advantage, you need to score now. You can't afford to go down 4-1. But I think the Tideful Titans know all they need to do is just hold on to the possession of this ball, just sit on this and run the clock dry.
Off the sideball at Cryox, chasing it down, trying to secure that game, but it might be too little too late as it's 10 seconds left. 2 goals needed there on the defensive side. The Belfast Met Buffaloes will be dropping in game number 2, and this series to become all tied up.
Oh, like we thought Tideful Titans, they seemed completely outplayed, outmatched, and we thought this might have gone the way of the first series in a 4-0, but no, what a valiant effort to arrive here in this series, arrive here in the Student Champs. The Tideful Titans tie things up in great fashion as well, Boyle. They seemed on top of their game. As soon as that first goal went in for them to tie things back up at 1-1, they just seemed completely re-energized.
Oh yeah, they have really rejuvenated themselves. 8 shots to the 2 only found for the Belfast Met Buffaloes. I think a key thing to mention as well, Elite Johnny, the top goal scorer, the top point scorer in that last game, this time getting full donuts across the board. No shots, no saves, and of course no goals and no assists.
Yeah, he had 4 shots in the last game, 2 goals and 2 assists for that matter. But yeah, big fat zeros across the board. And I mean, I did mention that if the Tideful Titans, they've recognised that Elite Johnny seems to be the best player on this Belfast Buffaloes roster. And they just completely took him out of the equation, forced 08 and Rainey to step up to the plate. Yes, 08 got a fantastic, powerful goal, but for the rest of it, just everyone seemed completely quiet.
Now, Kraft, as we head into game number 3, I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
Where did Belfast meet the Buffaloes?
Where did Belfast meet the Buffaloes?
Yeah, they keep telling us that they met Buffaloes, but where? Where were they?
his net. Okay, I get it. Okay, haha, very funny. Very funny. Metropolitan is net.
Never get an answer, but never mind.
This is the guy I have to work with on a regular basis, everyone.
Now, the Belfast Met Buffalo side may be meeting Buffalo, but they have to find the back of the net as well. A shot into centre will not be found, but the pass is out to the corner. Kryox will interject. Upfield, he will send it to the ground. Pinch not found either. But chaos made in the back line. They're scrambling all over each other. Away it will go from 08, but he cannot find any shot on target.
Someone make a touch on that ball. My goodness. No one wanting to take possession of that ball. I think if Belfast just had one, real good crack on that ball, Sinful Titans would not have been ready for that counter-attack to just go straight into the back of the net. They hold possession, and we take the first minute and a half off this clock, and we're still at 0-0. Here comes Luxie, and a double commit there. Might be a chance for Sinful Titans to come forward, but no one else is there. Luxie has to turn and go for it again. No one was around. Where is everyone? Everyone just went to sleep for the Sinful Titans.
Nobody wants to go for the ball on either team, to be totally honest. They're both sitting back in defense, just chilling. I don't think it's the right optimal strategy. The demo is great, but the defense is even better. I don't know how the balls actually went in that direction from that touch. It was a straight shot to be taken, and it went miles to the left. Nevertheless, the Belfast Met Buffalo's team is lucky to have not completed just yet. With Elite Johnny up, he cannot find the touch. He's not got the boost in the tank to do so. Sent away by Rainey, but he needs help to send it further. Oh, that's a bad bump. Leaves away all by himself in net. Rainey gets back just in time for the save. A big miss there from Elite Johnny. He is crumbling to the pressure at the moment. It feels like Wait gets it away, but here comes Luxie once again. He'll take control off to the side, bringing it back to centre, but denied well by Rainey.
Yeah, you're starting to see the cracks show on Belfast. A miscommunication in the corner between Rainey and Johnny, and it set the Sinful Titans up really nicely. They, fortunately for the Belfast Buffaloes, weren't able to take advantage, and we remain at 0-0. Now Rainey slowing the pace down here, but that's a real big mistake as he just put it straight in front of you, not you, him, you, RL. That is. With 2 minutes left, it is Sinful Titans with all the pressure. I don't think Belfast have had a shot in this game whatsoever.
I honestly don't think they have either. It has been unrelenting from the side of the Titans. Cyrox, pass one. That's going to be on net, surprisingly, but wait, will get the save easy enough. But Luxie, he won't slow down. It had been the common tale of this game. They just keep on shooting, and eventually one will go by if they let these shots keep coming to net. The Kyrox, good attack. He's going to drop down in front of net now. What can they do? A save it off to the side. Luxie off the ceiling. The pass is into centre, but Elite Johnny off to the side. Sidebox once again, looking to try and make a pass. It will roll on round that back corner. A miss by one. A clear from another. Oh wait, is upfield, and away he will go. He's got the corner boosted. He got a teammate to lay it off to. Yes, he does. The shot is on net, and Elite Johnny flying in for the goal.
The three-man passing play in the corner here. I thought 08 might have been out of the play, but this boost just spawns for him in the corner, and it gives him enough juice to get out to Rainey, who gets it to Elite Johnny. And the first goal in this crucial game number 3, Boyle, goes the way of the Buffaloes. And the Titans, they've got to be licking their wounds right now, because they have had all the offensive pressure and nothing to show for it. And now they've only got less than a minute to tie things up.
The counter-attack has punished them greatly, and what a touch that was from Rainey. If a teammate was there centre ready, that would have been a great goal-scoring opportunity. Elite Johnny, great 50. Needs some help to clean that ball away. Rainey will be the man to do so. Elite Johnny goes high, sends it long. That's on target. Double commit on the save, leaves him out of possession for just a moment. And away can take full advantage. Denies the clear, allows his teammates to get some boost and recuperate their positions. Now, with 20 seconds left, there's realistically only one last chance left for the Titans to tie this game up, and it does not seem to be happening.
Yeah, they're just putting balls into wide open space, and there was a touch there in the midfield that they just tried to send it net bounds, but no follow-up, and Johnny had all the time in the world to just slow things down and take that ball out of his own half, and now they get it to ground in a very gritty game number 3 there, Boyle. Belfast pull off the win and get themselves back on track, but man, did that look awfully dicey for BMC toward it. Really, for the start, the entire first 3 minutes of that game, they were under pressure the entire time.
I think an interesting thing to note though is although they were under so much pressure for so long, by the end of it, it was actually only 3 shots on target against them. A lot of the chances were just not being put onto net, and that was the big defining factor where the ball was being passed around, the ball was being kind of pressured to be a goal, but they were never getting that finishing shot. The saves weren't halfway to be made, they were just not allowed to get onto the attack, which in a sense is actually disappointing to see from the Tedfield Titans because they had all that pressure, but they only got 3 shots on target.
Got to make the most of the opportunities when you presented them. That is exactly the opposite of what Tedfield Titans did, and exactly the opposite as well of what Belfast had. They had a sitter right in front of net, and they don't fire the shot. But here comes Elite Johnny to try and get. I think he was trying to get something to 08, who was sitting in the midfield, and so a couple of blunders here in the first 30 seconds for both teams. As Belfast looking to go up onto match point here in this best of 7. Tedfield Titans looking to tie it up once again.
Around the corner, here comes Rainey. We'll pass it on back to Elite Johnny. Follow up not found. Luxy gets it away, gets it upfield. Caught well at the back line. Rainey will send it long. This first goal is going to matter so much for whatever team can find it because we've seen this in the last game, how long it took for one goal to be found.
Yeah, it's really going to be a huge momentum shift and a real telling tale of how it goes in as well. If it's a counter attack here, we saw in the last game. Oh, a demo on the goal line. Actually, it was Cyrox who got taken out by 08. Get out of my house and into the bin. Elite Johnny. I think he was assisted by a blue teammate. As Luxy, I think he's the one to put this in. Oh no!
I don't want to, make it worse for Luxy, but I'm pretty sure you would have had an easy save under his hand. He was in prime position to go for that touch, but Luxy blasts it into his own net. He gifts the goal to the Belfast Met Cows. That is the worst way possible to have the first goal scored against you.
Huge lapse in concentration and lack of communication. You're on the goal line, you should be saying, I got this, and calling your teammate off of it. Suppose you, in that position, you might think you have a shot to get it to the corner, but never quite sure where the posts are. You just find the net as Cyrox was able to dribble that one through, but just meets a brick wall in the Belfast defense. And now back downfield, here comes Elite Johnny. He gets a hand from Cyrox again. I thought it was going to be a second own goal, Boyle, but they just about take it to the corner, and now the upfield counter attack here from Tedfield Titans. They need to tie this one up. They cannot afford to go down 2-0 in a game that they've had an own goal in. But they might just do it here.
There we
it
go.
sticks in the left-hand post.
Luxy makes up for the own goal, finds the one down the other end. Good shot as well. The defense had been scrambled. The ball falls to the back corner. 1 apiece. 2 minutes 40 to go. It is anyone's game for game number 4.
And that's exactly what they needed, just to reset themselves, recenter, get that mistake out of your head, and force them into a mistake, and they do. Tip passes is collected by Cyrox.
That is so well played there from Luxy. The recover off the back wall gets that second touch. The pass is there for Cyrox. He had an easy job to do. Just hit the ball on a straight line, and he does exactly that. The Titans have woken up for this 4th game, and they are scoring some great goals. It could be another one here, but just in time is Rainey.
That would have been the kiss of death there. 3-1 for the Tedfield Titans in quick fashion. But I didn't realise it was actually Luxy who tipped that ball into the path of Cyrox. I thought it was bouncing around a couple of defenders, but yeah, what a play from Luxy to set his teammate up in the best position. A 1-0 lead is so dangerous here in Rocket League. You and I both know that, Boyle.
Yeah.
In the final 2 minutes, you cannot afford to let your concentration slip, especially when Elite Johnny is on the hunt.
Cyrox trying to take that ball away. Oh wait, can't make the connection on Luxy. To the backboard it will be sent. Drops down in front of net.
Bang.
And Cyrox bangs it to the top corner. 3-1 now for the Titans.
And again, it's Luxy to set him up. A lovely play in the corner to take one defender out of it. And Elite Johnny can't make the play. Cyrox with a third for the Tidful Titans. And a 2-goal advantage now with 1:40 left. Looking to tie this series up, but the Buffaloes will not go quietly here, Boyle. As 08 looking to get them back to a 1-goal game. Just sneaks outside. And the Titans, they did this in game number 2. All they need to do is sit on this ball and don't let the Buffaloes have a chance.
Sending that one upfield, it will be denied well by Luxy, rolling it round the corner now. What can he do with it? Off the backboard into centre. Luxy out to the side, denied well and sent upfield. It's you to the side ball once more. Oh wait, can't do too much with that. Has to leave it for his teammates. Rainey desperate to get this ball upfield, but every chance into the centre it takes, it is denied by another Titans player. That's a big pin. That might be in, but it just travels wide.
Oh my! I do that all the time when I play with my mates. I say, "Oh, it's in," off of a play like that, and it just ends up going wide. So very sorry, Buffaloes, for giving you the Craftsman curse. But Elite Johnny might make up for it. He was falling off the back wall, had a little bit of boost in his tank, but wasn't able to contort his car into the right position. All the Tidful Titans need to do is just run this clock out, and then it might even get a fourth. Oh, just on target. You will follow up from Cyrox, who gets his hat-trick and gets a fourth.
Well, that is the game secured, and that's it decided. We're going to game 5 of a series tied 2 apiece. Crafters, it's going to be a good one here. A potential game 7 on the horizon if it so continues in such a fashion. But a game 6 has been guaranteed for us today.
This is what we wanted. First Student Champs broadcast of the year. Right from Rocket League, probably the most exciting esport in the world right now. 4-1, and we might be even getting, like you said, all the way to game 5. Still a lot, all the way to game 7, excuse me. We are going to get to game 5 in just a little second. But back and forth we go, and yeah, the Tidful Titans, after game number 1, they have certainly woken up now, and they're here to play.
They're well and truly awake and raring to go. They're not letting this ball drop, though. Ideal Hit and Go could be on the horizon just for the fun of the game. They don't want to go
to game 7. They just want to play game 4 forever. Oh, no. Oh, do you know what? I cursed them. I cursed the Buffalo earlier. Or, sorry, excuse me, Belfast earlier with saying, oh, yeah, it's in. I cursed the Tidful Titans by writing down the scores 4-1.
Yeah, that's another one.
I always do that. I always do that.
Just for fun. Buffalo, they get one more goal. The Buffalo side are going to have to work hard to win this next game. Realistically, that's a 4-1 victory. Let's not act any other ways about it. That's a big loss to come off of when a series has been so close so far. So they're going to have to really work in this next game to rebuild that momentum and scrape back at it. Because the first game was 4-1 in their favour, sure. Second game, a close one. Third game, they barely scraped out a win. And then this game, domination. It's hard to come back from that.
I mean, you say it was close in game number 2. It was 4-1 in game 2. You got to remember as well. But that was with the Belfast Buffaloes taking the lead in that game. They had the first goal in game number 2, and they thought, all right, here we go again. It's going to be another 4-0. But no, they showed resilience. Have the Titans, and they showed no signs of slowing down right now. And it really feels like the script is completely flipped in terms of playstyle as well. Like we said, it was Elite Johnny really running the offense and running the team for the Belfast Buffaloes in the opening stages of this series. Not just game 1, obviously, but game number 2 as well. It seemed like everything was going through him. He's been kept much quieter, and that is down to the Tidful Titans forcing Rainey and 08 into awkward situations. Oh no! Oh no! Back the other way! Oh no!
Well, this time Luxy, he's not the one scoring the own goal, he's the one getting credited with the goal. Oh, and I think it's
Oh,
away
dear.
to well, the one to tap it into his own net. The Tidbell Titans start 1-0.
Alright, okay. Well, you just kind of need to erase that from your memory. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. I mean, like, he did the right play there. That is the right play to go for that ball, because I think you had Luxie coming in the left-hand side, and if you weren't there, he would have certainly at least put that on net, probably would have scored it as well. So you might as well pop your car in the way and just try and throw a block and hope that the ball bounces your way. But unfortunately for 08, it does head into the net. And it will be the Tinfoil Titans up 1-0. But for Buffalo to come, or excuse me, I keep saying Buffalo. I'm too much of an American sports fan. For the Belfast Buffaloes to get back into this one as Luxie puts a second in. What do you think is the play here, Boyle? Because domination early came from possession, but Tinfoil Titans, they're just hogging this ball.
I think they've got to stop relying on individual performances for the Belfast side and start working more as a team. We're seeing even still now Elite Johnny trying to go for a lot more solo plays and be that individual player. That's not going to work. We've seen it not work for the last couple games. He was incredible in game number 1, but now the Tidbell Titans have really got a grasp of that and found what to do. They have to play more like a team cohesive unit, which is where they are very much lacking. So I was going to try and send that one to net, saves it just on time. Elite Johnny out to the side, no follow-up. He decides to go for boost over ball, loses possession, and now just sent back into his own half.
Could that be a costly mistake there from Elite Johnny? Let's get that one off the backboards of it. Still deep in, or it was in orange territory. Now right back into an offensive position, and Rainey will rain it down upon them and brings it back to a one-score game.
That's a good goal to find. The unfortunate team bump, and then the demo as well to clear out the other defender. Very well played for the Belfast Met Buffaloes. But what more can they do? They still have one goal they're trailing by. With Elite Johnny off to the backboard, no one to pass to, no plays to be made just yet. The boost is low, the touches are desperate, to say the least, but nothing to come of them.
Can't really be getting desperate in this situation. You're still a tie series. Whoever wins this one will go on to match point first. Still got maybe a couple of games after this, and you're only one goal down, so now is not the time to get desperate if you're the Belfast Buffaloes. Here comes Cyrox to get through the defense. Johnny will tip it clear. You into the corner, and the double commit there will open up the net, and Luxie takes advantage. It's back to a 2-goal advantage.
3-1. The comeback did not last long. Simple as that. It is a 1-goal lead, simply become the 2-goal lead once again, and now the Belfast Met Buffaloes have some work to do. With half the game left to go, there's plenty of time, but it is going to be a hard task.
Still half the game left, like you said. Plenty of time on the boards. As the time's starting to come to an end for the Belfast Buffaloes, as two of them are taken out on the play, and Luxie will just slot that one home for free, essentially. A 3 versus 1 as two get blown up on their own goal line.
4-1 now. The score just keeps running on up, and this was my worry I had coming into this game, that it might just start slipping away from the Belfast Met Buffaloes, and it seems to be the case. These last 2 games, it's been a 4-1 this game so far for the Titans, and of course game 4 did end 4-2, but I'm really calling it a 4-1. It was a 0-second goal which the Titans really let happen. That's another one now as well. It is not looking good, Crafters.
Yeah, when it rains it pours. And the rain right now is the tears of Belfast Buffaloes. As Elite Johnny just can't corral that one. I mean, at this point, game number 5's gone. Tinfoil Titans. Imagine they've got to be thinking right now, they're going to be thinking about game number 6 and what is to come in terms of match point going into the next game. Belfast Buffaloes just need to regroup and reorganize, because I don't know where the team from game number 1 has gone. It is a completely different feel to this series, because Belfast seemed on top of the world But like I said, you've got to have 3 elite players, not just one called Johnny.
Well, another chance on net for the Titans. It might be goal number 6 coming its way. Good save there by Johnny, but the attack will persist. That's into centre. Cyrox will have to just let that one roll on by, but yeah, as you mentioned, they have to look to game 6 to see really what they can do differently, because I'll be honest, although they won game number 3, games 2, 3 and 4 and 5 have not been good enough to convince me.
No, it's been one-way traffic the entire way after the blowout game 4-0 back in the first game of this series. It has been complete domination from the Tidful Titans. And they'll run out this clock, go on to match point, and they'll be thinking they can get a similar scoreline in game number 6 as well. I mean, the games that they've won have been 4-1, 4-2, but essentially 4-1, and now 5-1. This is confidence at its peak. You can feel right now for the Tidful Titans as they score 6 and maybe getting their passports out and ready to go to the airport.
Are we gonna get the Brazil? Are we gonna get it, Crafters? 6-1, 30 seconds to go. Will we get our first Brazil on stream?
I'm through security, got my passport ready. The plane is here.
Takes off in 30 seconds. Will they make it on in
20,
time?
24 seconds.
Yes,
we're
they
there.
will.
We have taken off. Everyone get to Rio, because that is Brazil. 22 seconds left. Please hold this scoreline, thank you.
7-1, the most hurtful scoreline to have against you in a Rocket League match. 8-1's even. I would prefer an 8-1 to a 7-1 if I'm on the side of the Belfast that met Buffaloes. But we'll see how the game so ends with 15 seconds left to go. This was domination from the Titans. This is difficult to do better than. And game number 6, to come back from a 7-1 defeat, how are they going to do it?
If this isn't even their peak yet, I'm scared to think what their peak actually looks like, because like it's a two-way street, isn't it, Boyle? We can talk about how the Buffaloes don't look like themselves. They're not playing up to the standard that we saw from them early on in this series. But on the other side of that coin, you've got the Tidful Titans. They are playing out of their skulls.
Oh yeah.
And they're just luring the Buffaloes into a false sense of security, and then they're just running the ball down their throats and forcing them into awkward situations. It's absolutely brilliant play from the Tidful Titans, and deserved leaders in this series, and deserve to go on to match point first.
I mean, Luxie individually was absolutely stellar. 6 shots on target, 6 goals found. He went 100% shooting percentage. He got 6 to his name, 2 hat tricks, and then one teammate got 1 as well. Like,
he almost Braziled his own teammate.
Yeah.
He got 6, you got 1. He almost Braziled his own teammate. If he got 1 more, that would have been insane. But yeah, I mean, we said earlier about, remember we said after game number 1, Elite Johnny outscored the entirety of the Tidful Titans on his own, 812 to what was it, 720 something. Lucky had 1,006 points. Is that 6 or an 8? I can't really tell. I think it's 6. Yeah, it's 6. 1,006 points. You don't see 1,000-point games all the time. Not in this economy. But my goodness, Lucky. I mean, when you score 6 goals, you've got to score at least 1,000 points, I imagine.
I mean, you can only imagine, and it was only 3 shots being taken in total in that last game for the Belfast Met Buffaloes. They had so little chances that even if they scored all of them, they still wouldn't have been close to winning.
Yeah, I imagine Belfast are feeling they've been hustled a little bit. They're standing at the pool, like you know, game number 1. Oh, it's just, we're just warming up. It's like we're running roughshod over these Tidful Titans. But then Titans game number 2 switched into beast mode. And here they are, on to match point, looking to go 2-0 here in the Swiss stage of this National League for the student champs of British Esports. Minute in, no goals so far. Off it, both defenses holding up, but that is a poor miss there from Elite Johnny. We've seen him score from that position before, haven't we, Boyo? He just completely turns himself around on that play, but a great save to back that one up.
If the Tidfield Titans can win this game, and as you mentioned, they'll be going 2-0 in the Swiss, but if the Belfast Met Buffaloes can take it, we'll have a Game 7 on our hands, the first Game 7, of course, of the streams. But Cyrock, he didn't want a Game 7. He wants it over now. They'll send that one into the top corner, bouncing it off the ground along the way. 1-0 start for the Titans.
Wasn't sure if Luxie got a touch on that. He didn't. What a fake there from the Tidfield Titans, pulling that one out of the bag of tricks. Right at the back of the playbook. The Buffaloes just really can't do anything against this offense. They seem so well gelled together. And their chemistry is unmatched here. As Yu calls off Cyrox, he'll have a crack at it, but now calls him back into play. 70-odd boost, will not be able to follow up on that play. But still looking for 2 to double their lead. And as the time ticks down towards half-time here, Boyo, a second goal for Tidfield Titans might be the difference maker, and it might put it out of reach for the Buffaloes.
Away the ball will be sent to Elite Johnny. Another goal would be detrimental if it comes away to the Titans. But they have to get on the attack, and this is their prime chance to do so. But they have to avoid getting scored on first. And now, the Belfast Met Buffaloes, they've got into an attacking position which could be detrimental. Good save by Luxie. Cyrox looking for a clearance on out. Luxie will be the man to do it instead, though, past Elite Johnny out to the corner. It will go to centre now, where Cyrox awaits. Yu has been quiet in this game, but he doesn't have to have done too much. He'll finally get involved now with a touch past one. But waiting mainly for Luxie, he's been the man of the match for sure to get involved. And that's where the fear will come in for the Belfast Met Buffalo side.
Definitely has been. Yu's going to pick up. I don't think did he pick up that boost in the corner? I thought he might have. He's going to have to go all the way back and refuel and reboost for this pushing attack, but it's going to allow Elite Johnny to come through, get a shot towards net. It just puts something onto net. It does end up going wide. 08 will have a crack out of the corner. He's going for some bumps here on Cyrox, who's been an absolute demon when coming upfield. I know you mentioned Luxie as being probably the MVP for Tidfield Titans. I'm not disagreeing with you, but Cyrox has done so much good work getting this ball upfield.
He's done a great job indeed, and the whole team has worked so well together. Now with a minute left, they are only a minute away from winning this series, but they have to defend for their lives. It'll be Yu, the man we were waiting to mention, getting a great save on the line. Off to the back wall it will go. Elite Johnny, 208. Off the back wall, it's into centre, denied. Elite Johnny once again will send it out to the corner, but time is ticking. 50 seconds now. Riding high is Luxie. He's going to try and go the distance. He's going to try and find goal number 2. Ooh. The defence scrambling, but he cannot find the touch in time.
I'm trying to look for these passing plays from Belfast. They're just not coming. It feels like they are in pure panic mode right now, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, they've got to throw everything at this attack, but you've got to get the ball off Cyrox first, and he's doing a grand job getting that over the top, giving Luxie a chance, but it's right back into the hands of Rainey. Cyrox again will just slowly take this upfield, up that left-hand wall. It drains even more clock dry, and he might have even got a goal off of it as he demoed Elite Johnny, but Yu might put the nail in the coffin. It's on the goal line. They need to go coast to coast, Boyle. Rainey just puts it down in the ground. There's no one to pass to. There's no one to help, and it's 2-0 Tidfield Titans, and that will do it.
And that is the series. 6 goals scored in that last game for Luxie. That was the big game changer.
That was huge.
And the game 6 being 1-2 to 0. 4-2 the series won for the Titans.
Absolutely huge from Luxie throughout the entire series. He was certainly the MVP for in terms of scoring and in terms of points, but again, Cyrox for me was one of the standout performers on this Tidfield Titans team. He was phenomenal where it came to off the ball plays and even just picking the ball up, wasting time at the end there as well. absolutely phenomenal from Cyrox. I know it doesn't really reflect on the scoreboard all that well, but make no mistake, Cyrox was fantastic throughout that entire series.
Oh, Cyrox was brilliant. Luxury, of course, we've talked so much how good he was, and so too was you. You was that kind of glue that put everything together. Yeah, you were brilliant.
I was brilliant.
But no, nevertheless, a 4-2 victory is a great way to continue their season against a very hard-fought opponent. So I'm expecting to see good things in the future from the Belfast Met Buffaloes, but Tidfield Titans into that upper stage for round number 3. Who will they be joining? We've got plenty more to figure out. Of course, we saw them that they're already going to have one great team of SGS first shot in that round. Who knows? Maybe they'll face them next week. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see.
We will have to wait and see. And you know, as is the case with the Swiss stage, every week that you play, you're going to get tougher and tougher opponents. If you keep winning, you'll get somewhat easier games or better matchups. You would say if you lose games. But going 2-0 in the first 2 rounds of Swiss is absolutely huge because it puts you in the cream of the crop, and it allows you to sort of get a better gauge of the rest of the competition at that level. And the Tidfield Titans have certainly shown that they have the moxie to be a contender here this year in the Student Champs in the National League for Rocket League.
Oh, certainly so, and so many teams are going to be coming in through the ranks for the week, so keep an eye on the socials, on the British Esports Tournament page for this as well. You'll find all of that in the Twitch chat, plenty of commands, it'll get posted for you either way.
Underneath us as well.
Underneath us as well, yeah. So go everywhere, find all the results, because there's so much to keep track of, so much happening all throughout this whole event. And it's exciting to see, because that's the great thing about Swiss stages and big long tournaments like this. Who knows how it's going to end up in 10 weeks' time when whatever part of the tournament we're on at that stage. It's going to get very exciting.
It certainly is, and we hope you come back for more, because that has been our broadcast here for today here on British Esports. When we're done, we'll sign off in just a second, but head over to twitch.tv/British Esports 2 as the series of Wilmington and I can't remember the other team name. It's just as BTRF. That's still in progress over there, so make sure you go watch the Open Student Champs on that channel as well. And be right back here in a couple of weeks' time. In 3 weeks' time, we're going to have obviously we've got the half-term break coming up for you guys. But in 3 weeks' time is the next broadcast of the Student Champs Nationals here on twitch.tv/British Esports. Hit that follow button. It will be Overwatch 2 for you on the 8th of November. But for us here for Rocket League, we'll be back on the 29th of November. So again, hit that follow button. Make sure you're signed up to, as Boyo said, everything on. Do we have to call it X now? Twitter?
No, I'm calling it Twitter.
I call it Twitter. It's fine.
I stand by it.
I stand by it as well. Follow us over there. Follow us on Twitter and all that good stuff as well. But for now, we thank you for joining us. It's been a fantastic start here to the Student Champs on British Esports. We hope to see you again in a few weeks' time. Bye for now.